Okay, guys, congratulations to the Cowboys on the win. They did a good job today. And, this is some adversity that we're facing right now as a football team. You find out a lot about people when you do go through that. I'm going to continue to stand up here and do the best I can for this team. It's not good enough right now. I'll never pretend that it is. But there are guys that are continuing to compete to the best of their ability. And we got to get everybody doing that, everybody staying to compete to the best of their ability and really being their best regardless of the circumstances. We go down 9. Give ourselves a chance by coming back 10-9, a couple of great individual plays, and we need more guys consistently to do some of the things that some of those individuals that you guys know who I'm talking about are doing. But this is a challenging time right now, but I can assure you one thing: we're going to keep swinging, we're going to keep fighting, and this is when you learn about people, and I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to grind through some challenging times, see if we can come out on the right end of this, because I know I'm not going to fold. I know these coaches aren't, and I know a lot of these players aren't. We got to have some guys that continue to play better. We've got to coach better, and that's all we can do.
Sean, how do you get this offense fixed?
We've got to be able to, really, there's a lot of different things, Jordan, but we've got to be able to run the football efficiently. And then when we do not run the football efficiently, we're having trouble protecting and being able to hold up. And then you can't give yourself a chance to let things develop. And so, I love Matthew Stafford. He is competing and doing everything in his power for this team. He needs some help, and we got to be able to help him.
What's the toughest challenge when trying to slow down their running back?
I think the one that Pollard hit was a big explosive run, but other than that, I thought for the most part we played well enough defensively to be able to win that game. Claudia, they played the game on their terms. We end up hitting 2-2 and Cooper on some big plays, but other than that, there really wasn't much to write home about. There was nothing to write home about, and we've got a lot to fix. And Jordan asked, where do you really even start? And it starts with just doing the right way. I mean, the fundamentals, the techniques, we've got to really be able to figure out, okay, hey, how do we put ourselves together? How do we really get ourselves up off the ground, eyes forward, and figure out how we have a good week of preparation, try to be able to get to 3-3, and then we got to be able to really do a lot of things over the bye to get this thing cleaned up. And that's all we can do. Can't do anything about what happened today other than respond the right way, and I can promise you that's what you're going to get from us.
How much can you do to your guys back?
It's a good question. I don't know if I have that answer right now, but we've got to be able to figure it out, whether it's guys that are playing right now or whether we need to figure out some other options. But it's not good enough, and it's not exclusive to one player, to one position. But there are some things that consistently are glaring issues for us that are preventing us a chance to be able to operate at a level that you guys have seen from us. But that doesn't matter right now. This is where we are, and this is the moment that we're in.
How do you fix the running game? You talk about
Yeah, there's so many different things, Nick. I mean, it starts with being able to just be able to everybody do their job and then be able to create a little bit. We got to be able to sometimes get more than what the play's blocked for, and then we can't have free runners. We can't have guys into the backfield with penetration. And so the run game, it truly takes all 11, and we are not executing, whether it be one player here or a couple players, and it's been a challenge, and it's something that has really hurt us. There's possibility, really we're open to all options. We've got to be able to collectively figure it out. I don't know if I have that solution right now, but I can promise you that after this, that's where the focus and concentration is going to be geared towards. And, that's all we can do.
Do you have an update on David Edwards?
I don't have an update on him.
what can Stafford do better to help this offense?
Oh, I think he's doing everything he can. I think he needs more help. I think, guys got to play better around him. We've got to be able to help him, be able to give himself a chance to sit on his back foot, just past even a hitch on some things. But I love Matthew Stafford. I'll ride with that guy to the end of time, and he's continuing to do everything in his power, to try to help our team move the football, score points, and we got to be able to help him out more.
How about mentally? I mean, is there a disconnect with this team right now?
I think there's a lack of execution. I think that's really what I would say. A disconnect. I think there's a challenge right now. I don't know if I'd use that word. I think it's more you're in the midst of some adversity. It's not a good movie right now. It's not something that we're accustomed to. But the story isn't written yet. This is only final if we allow it to be. And so we've got a lot of football left. The urgency has to start to increase, and we've got to be able to see it. But it's been 2 weeks in a row that it's been really challenging. Hey, to say that we've never been here before wouldn't be accurate. We've gone through some adversity before, and I've seen guys come out on the right end. But we have to be able to play better. We have to figure out what do our guys do best. And if that means shifting the identity of some of the things that maybe we've done here, that's our job as coaches. changes, and I'm going to work hard to try to figure out what that best step is to be able to even just take a step in the right direction. And like I've said all along up here, that's all we can do.
Couple more, guys.
You guys
There's
get
some
the ball.
players who are not happy with how they're playing. I'm not asking you to say who they are, but what do you do? How do you try to motivate those players who you are disappointed with right now?
Yeah, I think you keep it real with them, and then you figure out, all right, what is a solution-oriented approach that we can take relative to the steps for the improvement? What are the things that we can do to help them within the framework of their skill set? So there's a lot of layers to it. I don't know that there's one all-encompassing answer, but there is something that we've got to be able to do a better job of, and that always starts with me, and I'll never run away from that. And I'm excited about the opportunity to attack this head-on and not fold or flinch. You know, and that's what we're going to do as a staff, and that's what I know a lot of our players are going to do.
What you've accomplished here, how hard is it to hear a stadium filled with Cowboy fans today?
Yeah, it was challenging. You know, they've always been a team that's traveled well, Bill. But we got to give them something to cheer about, particularly, you know, when we're on offense, and we got to be able to play more consistently on special teams.
Jordan, last one.
You guys got the ball back at Dallas's 29-yard line, came away with no points. It seemed uncharacteristic of the history of this offense.
Yep.
What did that sequence unfold like for you, and how do you fix that?
We had a chance, you know, on the trick play. You know, guys got to be able to maybe make a play. We've got to be able to not leave a free runner with Dante Fowler, you know, to speed up that delivery for Cooper. Then we end up having a holding call on Ben Skoranek that moves us back, so you get yourself out of range, and then Matt Gay misses an uncharacteristic field goal. And so there's a lot of things that are not in alignment with the standards that we have, but it is where we're at right now. We have to acknowledge it, and we got to be able to figure out how to move forward the right way. Okay? Thank you, guys.